Alright, David Harry here, and I've just ordered one of the new iPad minis. So in this video, I just want to give 5 quick reasons as to why I've ordered one of these new iPad minis. So basically, reason number 1 is just quite simply, I've used iPads for a long time and I absolutely love them. And as we can see here, I actually do use 3 of them on a regular basis. This one here is a Pro 2020. I've got a Pro 2021. Then I've also got an older Air. So between just kind of like personal use and then also stuff like for business use, they all get used. So I do actually kind of like understand them quite well, like, you know, for doing different and various things. And also on top of that as well, the iPads, for what they are, as in like tablets and stuff like that, within their price ranges or within the groups that they sit in, they are generally the most powerful things out there. Now I can say that with great certainty because I also use Android as well. My phone is Android and I still have 2 Android tablets. So I've got a low-end tablet here, and this is one of the Amazon tablets, but I also have a Galaxy Tab S7, which is one of the most powerful Android tablets. But between these 2 things and all the Android tablets that I've had, I can genuinely say that nothing within the Android range, within their particular ranges and price ranges, have never been able to compete with an iPad. And that actually quite neatly leads me on to reason 2, and that is iOS itself. So as far as a mobile operating system is concerned, iOS is simply just the better of the operating systems out there. Obviously in this instance, I'm doing a comparison to Android. Now the thing is, Android is really good for what it is, and it could be argued that Android is a little bit more open-ended. However, with iOS and iPad OS and stuff, you actually get an interface which is very common across all devices. You go to Android and you'll find that from one Android device to another, especially from one manufacturer to another, things will change, and Android can actually look a lot different from one thing to another. So at least with iOS, you've got consistency within the actual graphic interface and stuff like that. So basically, you kind of use one iOS or one iPad OS device, you're pretty much sorted for using any of them. And then if you're somebody like me as well, who deals with technology all the time on a daily basis as part of your job, the thing is, when you've got your own personal time, and especially for someone like me who also builds computers, in your personal time, you don't really want to be like using anything that's overcomplicated because you've been doing that all day long with part of what it is that you do for your job. So in that instance also, iOS is just a bit easier to use. And to be honest, you know, when I'm sitting down relaxing, I don't want to be going deep diving into anything to do with something that's just sitting on my knee and I'm just using it to relax with. Now, reason number 3, and I think a lot of people seen this coming anyway, but when I was watching the presentation the other day, as soon as it was mentioned that the iPad mini was going to have USB-C on it, that kind of sealed the deal for me. Because, you know, Lightning is okay. I wouldn't say it's good. I'd only go as far as to say okay. But once USB-C started getting put onto the Pros and stuff, and now it's on the Air and all the rest of it, and now it's going to go onto the Mini, it's kind of just leveled up the gameplay as far as the iPads are concerned. And especially if you're doing certain things, so like video or audio editing, where you might want to be bringing files onto the iPad, or indeed when you're on the Pros now with certain software, LumaFusion as an example, you can actually directly access external like media on external SSDs and stuff like that. So that whole thing to do with USB-C is a massive reason as well for me wanting to move forward and get the Mini also. Now reason number 4, and this might be quite unique to say me, although I reckon there's probably a lot of people who might see this as a reason as well. What it is, I'm now moving over from Windows over to Mac. So for my main business work and my editing and my audio stuff, I'm gonna be going completely Mac at some point. So during that migration from Windows to Mac, it just makes sense for me to basically stay within like the Apple realm. And so obviously expanding to another iPad for certain specific uses just makes a lot of sense to me. So whilst I'm kind of like going away from Android and moving more completely to iOS, same thing is happening from Windows to Mac for me. So like I say, being within inside that Apple ecosphere probably makes a lot more sense for me to get the Mini as well, especially because I have a specific use in mind for it. And so to reason number 5, and this is the very specific use that I have in mind for the iPad. What it is, I do a lot of vlogging and camera stuff, and I do this mostly now on another channel. But what it is, I go out with a very lightweight system. So I've got like one of these little sling bags here, which allows me to go out with a number of small devices and get out and do some really cool stuff. So as for instance, inside here, I've got a GoPro system. And then also, let's see, in here, I've got a Sony ZV-1. Now, there's also bits and pieces of batteries in there, small microphone and stuff like that. Now, the thing is, with the iPad Pros here, I can't fit one of them in there. It just won't fit in. Now, the thing is, with both of these cameras, when I'm out and about, if I want to take my iPad with me, I have to use a backpack, so it becomes a little bit more bulked up. But the reason for taking the iPad Pro with me with these cameras is because when I'm out and about, I can use a simple SD card to USB-C adapter, and I can preview me footage off the cameras on the iPad as well. Now, the thing with that, if I want to, I can also start doing bits of editing in LumaFusion and stuff like that. Like I say, this won't fit into my like small setup. So once I get the Mini will definitely fit into me sling bag. I know that sounds like a very narrow kind of like, you know, use case scenario and stuff like that. However, it is a reason for me. Okay, so there we go then. They were my 5 main reasons for ordering the new iPad Mini. Now, there are other reasons as well as to why I've ordered the new iPad Mini. Now, some of those I will get into in videos because some of them reasons are very kind of specific uses once again for it, and I think with some of these things I think other people may find them interesting. I will also be buying a whole bunch of things for it, ranging from like screen protectors through to cases and certain types of wiring, also how to like plug it into monitors and things like that. So yeah, keep an eye on the channel if you're into that type of stuff. Anyways, if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you subscribe to my channel and click on the bell notification icon, you'll also be notified as to when I start doing these videos with the iPad Mini. Also as well, it might be worth mentioning right now, I've also ordered the iPhone 13 mini as well, so a lot of stuff coming up to do with that. Anyways, I'm David Harry. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye now.